Warning. This video contains super awesome content not suitable for people who don't enjoy super awesomeness. Viewer discretion advised.
This video contains gratuitous use of profanity and uncomfortable pauses to compensate for lack of professionalism and original thought. Viewer discretion advised.
Hello?
Yo, what's going on, man? It's your boy Young Kimmy. Give me a little guy. You want to call me? Who we got in the building? Gotta be
It's the motherfucking mayor, cause I can. Kim Low Key TV every Tuesday and Wednesday at 8 o'clock, bitches.
Yes, sir. We lit. Big Chicken.
What's going on, y'all? It's Notorious Chicken.
What's going on, Big Chicken?
Hey, just chilling, bro. Just chilling.
We lit. So with that being said, man, we got a lot to talk about. Every Tuesday, Wednesday, man, we lit. We always live. Tune in with us.
Definitely do. It's worth it.
Hello.
Yes, sir. So with that being said, let's go straight to it, man. We got Rick Ross. He got attacked by fans, by Drake fans. He was in Canada. He played Kendrick Lamar this song, and he was attacked. So with that being said, let's check out the video.
It's crazy.
Is that him being kicked?
No, that's his partner. That was his security.
What's up, dog? You're not fucking city.
Wait, a motherfucker minute. Wait.
The whole thing is stupid, man.
So, wait.
Uh-huh.
Are the people in the reflective vest, are they security?
Security, yes. The security
Why
got
weren't
beat
they
up.
doing anything?
At the event, those people in those security things, yeah, I seen that too. What were they just?
Why weren't they doing anything? This man just got attacked, and then it sounded like the only black person in the video wasn't the one screaming the N-word at that. Also,
Yeah, it was a bunch of geeks. That's what I said in my
Was
other
that the
video.
one that
they
was
didn't even
screaming the
look gangster.
N-word?
It was just like y'all just had more. You had numbers. Come to Miami on some fuck shit. How about that? Come to Miami.
You know what I think is gonna happen right now?
What?
It's real war now, cause Drake. How the hell Drake gonna come to Miami?
Bingo, and you didn't put your hands on this man. This is Mr. Port of Miami. Y'all didn't put your hands on this man.
You feel me? Yeah, now it's real war. There's no music. Fuck the music right now.
That's crazy. That's crazy. This is crazy. And then,
Now it's
that's crazy for that to happen to Rick Ross. Like,
yeah, that's definitely crossed the line for sure.
And then I hope Buddy, who took that ass whipping, got a pay raise.
Even the DJ
started with GoFundMe, like, because he got punched at least 15 times by that one guy.
Yeah, even the DJ got beat up real bad too.
He was holding his ground though.
Even Rick Ross, they threw a drink at him.
They did what? Yeah, that was the first hit. Like they threw it.
Yeah.
That's like what the fuck?
Yeah, that's I didn't know, bro. I didn't know Canadian. I thought Canadian was nice people. I didn't know Canadian could know like that.
I thought so too. I wanted to go there and visit.
But the thing
event
is,
security needs to be fired because that makes no sense. Event security just, and then after this happens, everybody just walks away.
Yeah, but the whole thing
is happening while they're playing the Kendrick song at that.
And then here's the thing too. Did Rick Ross play the damn song?
What do you say?
Did Rick Ross play the song?
Yes, in the show, yes.
Oh, it was during his lineup.
Yeah. But the whole thing is just stupid. The whole thing is stupid. It's over music. You don't know these guys. These fans. You don't know Drake.
The fans getting involved is crazy. But Rick Ross, you wild as fuck for playing that damn diss song in that man's city.
You
wild
me?
as fuck.
Yeah, that was
I'm
wild.
thinking this is just a place and a DJ played the song, which is why. Not condoning anything. Y'all should have never touched Big Bro Rick Ross, especially y'all Canadians and shit like that. But
but now it's real war. It's the whole thing is, it's just stupid.
Yeah, anyway, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Every day I'm hustling. What's up?
And look at security.
You gonna press us out in our fucking city?
You have no right holding that flag. Put it down.
That's again, this stuff like
who is that?
That's Rick Ross right here. Hold on. Rick Ross somewhere in the back. That's Rick Ross.
What is security doing? What the fuck? What the fuck?
Yeah, that's that. You see right here? That's Rick Ross DJ. They put him up right now. You see, that's his DJ right here.
Wow. What's up?
I didn't even know all of this had to play.
All over music.
What the fuck is security doing?
Nothing. Just.
And then this is crazy. I didn't even know the video. I thought it was just the drink throwing thing. I hadn't seen all of this.
Yeah, that whole thing is just stupid, man. But
crazy.
now, like I said,
fucking shit.
Like I said, right now, that's real war.
Who is that? Is that?
That's real war. That's one of them knocked out.
That's one of Rick Ross' homies? Damn.
That's wild.
Yeah, some stupid shit. But anyway.
Rick Ross had to get up out of there. Rick Ross had to get up out of there. I don't blame him.
That's crazy. What kind of event is this? They have better security at the Source Awards.
Just regular, something they do on the regular, because I think it was Canada's Day. That's what it was.
Canada Day?
Yeah.
Like their Independence Day or something?
Yes, that's what it was.
And Rick Ross went out there and played that man this song.
And he got
that's Rick Ross. He moved those people. He moved those people.
Definitely.
It's a hot song. The song is fucking hot.
Oh, hell yeah, bro. I've been playing this shit at the gym. Every time I go to the gym,
the song is hot. It's a hot song.
Oh my God.
And it's like, it's definitely a hot song. So fuck who it is about. It's a banger.
All right, you got to be able to go to a concert and have a good time. Fuck all that.
You feel me?
So did Rick Ross get to perform?
Yes, he did.
I think he was clearing it. He looked like he was leaving the stage.
Yeah, he was leaving.
Oh, so that was like backstage something.
Yes.
Damn.
Bumba.
But anyways, we got another crazy story. We have a detective. She was actually the killer.
Who was what?
With that being said, let's check out the story.
Imagine being the lead detective in the LAPD investigating art theft and real estate fraud, only to find yourself being interrogated for a murder. This was the case of former LAPD detective Stephanie Lazarus, who was convicted after 23 years. What you're about to see is an unfortunate tale of secrets, betrayal, and twisted love triangle, which compelled a police officer/lover to kill. To understand the craziness of the case, we have to take you back 20 years from the arrest and 4 to 8 years back from the murder, which would be the undergraduate years of John Rutten and Stephanie Lazarus. They were friends and avid athletes who would hang out and playfully tease each other. Lazarus used to steal Rutten's clothes when he showered and took photographs of him while he slept. Now, while that sounds like casual flirting, Rutten considered their relationship as quote-unquote fooling around. They even had sex for the first time after they graduated. He got a job at a hard drive manufacturer, and she joined the academy to become a uniformed LAPD officer. Rutten was sure that Stephanie was never his girlfriend, and he later met Sherry Rasmussen, a director of nursing at Glendale Adventist Medical Center. And when we say met, we mean they got seriously involved. Lazarus did not like that, and even wrote to Rutten's mother in 1985, quote, "I wish it didn't end the way it did, and I don't think I'll ever understand his decision." In her personal journal, she had penned one day that, quote, "I really don't feel like working. I found out that John's getting married." Now John was in between a love triangle. Rasmussen, who he was engaged with, and Lazarus, who loved him. And while it seems like an obvious choice for John, he had somewhat feelings for Lazarus. She used to make unscheduled stops at Rutten's house, which made his fiancée uncomfortable. One time, she brought her skis to the apartment that Rutten shared with Rasmussen and asked him to wax them. And just
Caffeine
Wait.
is the new sugar.
Give me 1 second.
Wait.
Yeah,
Hear me out.
Wait a
In
minute.
the 1970s,
Blood
fight
triangle.
Rasmussen's.
yeah, it's crazy.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
So let me get this straight. So
Yeah.
the man and the lady, they was just messing around, and the lady had they was in a relationship, and the man
Yes.
had they wasn't. She
Yes.
went on to become a police officer. He went and got a job somewhere else and met some other bitch.
Uh-huh.
They are engaged to get married. Now this police bitch is just showing up randomly, and then one time she showed up with some skis and asked him to wax her fucking skis.
You nailed it. Yes.
Wow.
Bitch, if you don't get
Overstepping.
these skis and your motherfucking crazy ass from out my household,
Bro, let's
that
keep
was
playing it.
subliminal. She want him to wax some other skis.
Yeah, and then she ended up killing.
She
She
wanted
ended
her
up killing her.
skis
So
waxed.
with that being, yeah, let's check out some more.
Objection, he still did it.
Yeah, she was obsessed with the guy.
Definitely.
Rasmussen
You
knew
shouldn't
about
have
the
gave it to
two
him.
and wondered whether their relationship was truly over or not. She even told Lazarus to stop coming by. But one day, according to Nels Rasmussen, Sherry's father, Lazarus visited her at work to tell her that things are not over between the two. According to him, Lazarus said,
pause,
and I'm
pause,
quoting,
pause. Who is he visiting, his fiance or the girl?
Yeah, he told the guy that, hey, it's not over. It's not
The
over
crazy
yet.
bitch that came over with the skis.
Yes.
Whatever he get, he needed. Since he want to play fuck nigga games. Go ahead.
Oh man.
if I can't have John, no one else will. Her father was
She
the
mean it
first to know that
Oh,
something was
that's me.
fishy because she also confessed her fear that Lazarus was stalking her on the street. Keep in mind, she's a uniformed officer now, so the fear further intensifies.
She looked
But
crazy.
alas, Rutten and Rasmussen got married in November of 1985. And now we come to the chilling events of February 24th, 1986. The couple were living in a condo on Balboa Boulevard in Van Nuys. And on that morning, Rutten left for work. And Rasmussen was scheduled to give a speech at work, but to avoid it, she called in sick, using a back injury as an excuse. Around 9:45 a.m., a neighbor noticed that the house's garage door was open and that there was no car inside. When Rutten was informed, he made several calls to home, all of which went unanswered. Rasmussen's sister also called, but again, no one picked up. Around 12:30 p.m., a maid at a nearby place said she heard something that sounded like two people fighting, and one loud sound indicating that one might have fallen. Rutten returned home that evening, and he also saw the garage door open and realized his BMW was missing. Rutten found it strange that Rasmussen would leave the house without informing him or calling, but it turns out she didn't. Inside the house, Rutten found Rasmussen's body dead on the living room floor. She was shot 3 times, and there were signs of a struggle. The investigators arrived, and some key findings included the following. 1. Rasmussen had defensive wounds, bruises on her face, and a bite mark on her arm. 2. Rasmussen's attire was a bathrobe, nightgown, and underwear, suggesting that she wasn't expecting anyone. 3. There was a bloody handprint next to the burglar alarm's panic button. And number 4, the car was missing. The detectives concluded that Rasmussen had been surprised and killed by a burglar. The lead detective ruled out the grieving Rutten as a suspect, but Nels Rasmussen and his wife Loretta told them about Lazarus's harassment. Regardless, the police focused on the possibility of burglary despite being told about Lazarus.
So is her name
PD officer
Lazarus?
Lazarus, so it's possible that they intentionally
Yes.
That's a weird name for
not
a
go
woman.
down that road and instead ruled it as a burglary.
Facts.
So with that being said, let me skip it a little
Crazy.
bit. Let me skip that a
Now,
little
let's see
bit.
her interrogation. Let's see how she was talking.
Yeah,
to these cops.
there you go, right here.
Talked to her once or twice,
At a
or
hospital?
more.
Given that this is a 23-year-old case, the detective asked her for bits of information as a sort of memory jog. At one point, she was denying ever meeting Rasmussen, but she now claims to have met her at a hospital. She's a bit shaky in the questions specifically about her and Rutten, so the detectives bounce around different people in her story, especially when she asks what's all this about.
You know,
But being that you're kind of used to see John, you know, was it everything okay between you guys? I mean, there was never anything uncomfortable or anything between you and her?
you know, I don't know. I mean, it's been so many years. I mean, uncomfortable. I mean, I can't even remember if we had a conversation. I mean, we may have. I may have seen her at his apartment. You know, geez, how many years ago was that? I don't even know what year she, you know, got killed.
Where was his apartment?
On Roscoe.
Okay.
Yeah, Roscoe and east or west of DeSoto. Either east or west of DeSoto.
And did he move after he got married, or do you know, or
I'm sure he did.
did you know where he was living, or?
Somewhere in the valley?
Did you ever visit him and his wife?
No.
No, never
No.
went
She
out
lied.
get together,
You can tell.
dinners, anything of that nature?
No. Like I said, his sister used to come over. His sister had come to my place. I knew his brother because his brother played basketball at Northridge. In fact, I was just coming across some pictures that I just scanned from. I take a lot of photos. Like 10,000. And I just did a service where I scanned everything. And I'd seen some pictures of his brother playing
Well, you just put them all on your computer so you could have them.
Yeah. Well, my partner is a big photo. So I spent time scanning photos. I mean, I paid a company to do it. So I've got photos of, his brother, his sister, you know.
Success. Oh man.
The bad news, the perfect workflow doesn't exist.
After that, I'm gonna skip it up to the next part. Give me 1 second. There you go, right.
She lied.
1,000 pictures?
Oh, yeah.
How long did that take them?
Months.
Now, what do they put that on a? I'm just curious myself. Do they put it on a?
There you go, right here.
If you guys are claiming that I'm a suspect, then, you know, I got a problem with that.
Okay.
Okay, so, you know, if you're doing this as an interrogation, you're saying, hey, I'm a suspect. Well, now I got a problem with, you know, now you're accusing me of this. Is that what you're saying?
We're trying to figure out what happened, Stephanie.
Well, I'm just saying, you know, do I need to get a lawyer if you're accusing me of this? You know.
You don't have to. You know, you're here of your own free will.
No, I know, but
you know, you're not under arrest. You can walk out.
You can leave whenever you like.
Well, you know, I'm trying to give you some background of, you know, how I knew him, and now you're telling me that somebody's saying that we had this big old fight, and I don't even know what you're talking about. You know, and I don't want to, you know, get in trouble for something that I didn't even do, or you're saying I did something.
Okay.
Yeah, we understand.
I mean, how would you guys like it if the tables were turned on you?
I understand. No.
No, that's what we're telling you. I mean, you're free to go whenever you want. If this makes you uncomfortable and you want to,
well, now you're starting to make me uncomfortable.
Clear.
The thing is, I mean, detectives did what they could at that time for the crisis. Okay, and the burglary thing you're talking about, that is an angle that they looked at. I go, but now we're looking at everything else on the case. Nobody was ever arrested on the case.
I don't know that, or not.
Now, what we'd like to do is, obviously, you know about all the DNA stuff and things of the nature that, you know, gets done on cases nowadays. You know, if we asked you for a DNA swab, would you be willing to do one?
Maybe. I mean, don't get me wrong, you're right, I have been doing this a long time.
Yeah.
And I wish I had been recording this because now it sounds like, you know, you're selling these people say I'm fighting with her, and now it sounds like you're trying to, you know, I've been doing this a long time.
Yeah, we know.
Okay? And now it almost sounds like you're trying to pin something on me. Now I got that sense.
Well, what it gets to on these cases, and you know it as well as I do, our job is to identify and eliminate suspects.
I can't believe this.
So, if we ask you to a point, give us a DNA sample, a buccal
Them
swab,
people that already
so
told
we
you
can
to go
identify
out,
or
you still
eliminate you,
talking.
to be willing to do that.
Maybe. Because I know this,
Well, that's where we're at too. I mean, because right now, from looking at the evidence,
Stop it right quick.
You know,
Because it happened so long, she can't believe they're questioning her right now.
Okay, so who did she
Believe
kill,
it
the
or
lady
not,
or the man?
Right.
The man? Who did she kill?
She killed the woman. The
woman?
The other lady, right?
I don't know. I thought, wow. Oh, see, this just goes to show. I'm like her. We ain't about to be freaking and being all nasty, and we don't go together, bitch. In my mind, we go together. Bitch, in my mind, we go together. We don't be nasty with everybody. And bitch, you think you gonna be fucking with everybody?
I think we gotta confirm, but I'm pretty sure she killed the other woman.
Because that don't make sense that she killed the woman. It would make sense that she killed him. Not saying any of it makes sense, but
I thought
he was playing with
alive. I thought he's still alive.
He was playing with them, girl. That's crazy. You can't just be sucking on me and licking me up in all my dry places and thinking that it's shit gonna be motherfucking sweet. You know where it is sweet at? Down here at Cammy Low Key TV every Tuesday and Wednesday from 8 to 9 p.m. Right here on Cammy Low Key TV on all streaming platforms.
See what it be.
But that's crazy.
Yeah, definitely is.
He probably knew she wasn't even cute. His wife was cute.
Right. I thought she got out of the shower. They caught her while she was getting out of the shower. She had a robe on.
Wait. Why was she in the house?
I don't know how she got in there. We'll find this out. We got to get back to it. I'm lost.
He had her in the damn house.
Oh, shit.
He tried to probably set up a old freak nasty threesome. And didn't let all parties involved know what's going on. Set up a old.
Oh man, I apologize. I'm back.
No, you good.
All right.
So wait, we're trying to figure out if she killed the woman or the man.
She killed the lady.
Why?
She was jealous of her.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
She was obsessed with the guy.
She dead ass wrong for that. She dead ass wrong for that. But if she would have went after his fuck ass, she wouldn't have been wrong because he was over there talking about they still together and shit like that. But she dead ass wrong for going after the other woman. You ain't in no relationship with that woman.
Exactly.
So you don't need to be going after her. You need to go after the bitch that's lying to you.
You have no kids, nothing with him.
Right. And then it sounded like they only had sex one time.
A couple times.
About
couple times.
She might have been scared to kill him.
She said you ain't about to be
getting all this to kill him.
Insane, man.
Insane. And getting this cat and running away.
Bitch, and you ain't about to be getting all this cat and going over there and getting all that cat neither.
He only gave it to her one time.
Yeah, let me play. You know what they say? If I done had it once, I done had it a million times.
We're going to do what we can to try to put this thing together. And your name's in the book. These people are pointing at you.
Look at Mama Bang.
Our part not to look at it.
I know. You guys have to do your job, and I guess I'm going to have to contact somebody. So
that's fair.
I mean, because I know how this stuff works. I mean, I just can't believe it.
We understand that. I mean, if we were in your position, I mean, we would feel the same way.
I just can't even believe it.
No, this happened 20 some years ago.
Bitch, I'll be able to pass the polygraph test after 20 years because I don't know whether it happened or not. Bitch, I've been lied straight through a polygraph.
But here's the thing, you know, it was heavy. She never got questioned about it.
Never.
So she probably is flabbergasted or bewildered.
Yeah.
So where is the man?
I can't believe it. The man, you're gonna see him afterwards.
Okay.
I mean, it's just, I mean, I'm shocked. I'm really shocked that somebody would be saying that I did this. I mean, we had a fight, and so I went and killed her. I mean, come on. That's
okay.
All right.
Well, thanks for giving me the courtesy. I wish I could record it.
Thanks for your time.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, Stephanie, take care.
All right.
And with a simple request for DNA samples, she left the room. Up until now, everything she shared was her own free will. This wasn't even an official interrogation. But now that they have even more probable cause than before, she's brought back into the room just 2 minutes later to be officially interrogated.
This is absolutely crazy. This is insane.
Okay, Stephanie, you know you have the right to remain silent. Do you understand?
Yes.
Anything you say may be used against you in court. Do you understand?
Yes.
You have the right to the presence of an attorney before and during any questioning. Do you understand?
Yes.
If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed for you free of charge before any questioning if you want. Do you understand?
Yes.
Do you want to talk to us right now?
No.
All right. Okay.
This is crazy. This is absolutely...
No, it ain't crazy,
I'm
bitch.
like
You
in
know
shock.
what you did all
I'm
the damn
totally
years
in
ago.
shock.
Now that's crazy.
She finally exercises her right to remain silent and leaves the room, making it quite possibly...
Are you aware that the starting salary for a cybersecurity expert exceeds $100,000? Did you also know
the shortest interrogation ever? But that doesn't matter, as she was then officially under arrest and held in the Los Angeles County. Following her arrest, the Simi Valley police officer teams began searching Lazarus's home and car. Inside her house, they discovered her journal from the mid-1980s, containing numerous mentions of her love for Rutten and her despair over his engagement to Rasmussen. Strikingly, there were no references to her stolen gun. Her computer revealed multiple instances of her searching Rutten's name on the internet during the late 1990s. After her arrest, she was allowed to retire early, and Judge Robert J. Perry set the bail amount at $10 million in cash. Lazarus's attorney, Mark Overland, claimed that the judge lacked a thorough understanding of the case. He moved to have the entire case dismissed, arguing that the initial investigator should have identified Lazarus as a suspect but failed to do so. He pointed out missing elements from the original file, such as interview recordings, Sherry Rasmussen's blood toxicology report, and an alleged failed polygraph test by Rutten. The motion highlighted Nels Rasmussen's belief that Lazarus was a suspect at the time of the murder, and his subsequent efforts to persuade the LAPD to take that theory seriously. Due to this failure, Overland argued that Lazarus's rights to due process had been violated, as the quality of the evidence had degraded over the intervening 23 years. Now, despite the denial of the appeal, Overland moved to challenge the search warrants executed on Lazarus's home, vehicle, and workspaces, seeking to suppress the evidence obtained from them. He claimed that the warrants were based on outdated information and did not sufficiently establish a connection between the search locations and the likelihood of finding evidence. Overland noted that Lazarus did not move to her current residence until 1994, 8 years after the murder, and the warrant affidavit failed to provide a reason why evidence might be found there. This motion was also denied, and the trial officially commenced in 2012. Prosecutors argued that Lazarus's motive for the murder was jealousy over Sherry Rasmussen's relationship with Rutten. In his opening statement, prosecutor Shannon Presby summarized the case as, quote, "A bite, a bullet, a gun barrel, and a broken heart. That's the evidence that will prove to you that defendant Stephanie Lazarus murdered Sherry Rasmussen." A significant moment in the trial was Rutten's testimony, during which he became emotional and tearful multiple times, particularly when recalling his courtship of Rasmussen. He admitted that having a sexual relationship with Lazarus while engaged to his future wife was, quote-unquote, a mistake. After several days of deliberation in March of 2012, Lazarus, then 52...
You're engaged to be married, you sleeping with this crazy ass bitch, and you're telling her that it's not over.
For real.
You get what I'm saying? Like, people gotta understand you can't play with people's emotions. I don't think she should have went after her. She should have went after him, honestly.
Exactly.
Definitely should
Exactly. You nailed it.
If she wrong about anything, it's killing that lady. That lady ain't had nothing to do with what he was telling you. He was fucking on both of y'all.
Supposed to have girl power.
You nailed it. You definitely nailed it on this one.
Yeah, I was supposed to link for a night of passion
first
and scissors. Never mind.
That's it, and that's it.
Murder and sentenced to 27 years to life in prison. She is currently serving her sentence at the California Institution for Women in Corona. Taking into account the time served before the trial, she will be eligible for parole in December of 2034.
She almost there, Lazarus. Hold your head, Laz.
Man, 2034.
You need to confess.
I don't know. Man, my son gonna be grown as hell.
I don't even remember killing that bitch. I already said I don't even remember killing that bitch.
You feel me?
That's crazy.
Yeah, 20-some years later, yeah. And then now she go to jail for 27 years. That is insane. Over some dumb shit. People just dumb.
Jealous.
You kill the wrong person too.
Yeah, instead, so did she get with him after he killed? She killed the lady?
She married somebody else.
He did too. He just moved on.
Now, see, I would have had more respect for the heifer if she would have killed everybody he was ever with.
Took an innocent life.
You feel me? If you gonna take it there, take it there with all these hoes. Don't just single one.
Right.
Now she was supposed to go after everybody he got with after her.
It was
Yeah, she really
down.
killed the lady for no reason.
We want numbers over here.
But anyways, the last story, we have a cousin. He was with his little cousin that was 16 years old, and he was 23. And he ended up killing her cousin. So with that being said, let's check out the story.
The last message that 17-year-old Zion Foster sent before she disappeared stated that she was on her way home. The teenager told her mother and boyfriend that she was going out that night with her favorite cousin, something that she did at least twice a month. But when her mother sought him out for help finding her the next day, the cousin delivered some surprising news. That he had not seen or spoken to Zion, he said, in years.
Years.
Evan and welcome to Thought Lounge. Today we're taking a look at a missing persons turned murder case. It's a story about a family and disturbing revelations about who you can trust. Let's take a look.
By the way, I'm gonna have to skip a lot of them because the video was long, but I marked.
Do you think, Cammy?
Mother of 6, Sierra Milton, awoke on the 5th of January 2022 to find that her eldest, Zion Foster, had not returned home the night before. Zion was a 12th grader at East Detroit High School. She had only just celebrated her 17th birthday in November. Like most teenagers, Zion had experienced a rebellious streak. She had threatened to run away from home and had even done so the year before, twice. 16 years old and frustrated with her mother's rules, she had run to her grandmother's house. Convinced to return home, she remained for only a few days before leaving again. That time causing enough concern for Sierra to call the police. But it was another false alarm. The teenager was struggling with her granny's recent cancer diagnosis, as well as her own desire for independence. That January morning was different. Zion had completed her serving shift at the Detroit Wing Company the night before. She had asked permission to leave the house after returning home from work. The teenager was honest about who she would be spending time with, her favorite cousin, Jalen. Under these conditions, Sierra agreed and watched Zion walk out the door. That was shortly before 11 p.m. The next day, the 17-year-old's boyfriend, fellow high schooler Vertez Gonzalez, messaged Sierra. Had she heard from Zion because he could no longer reach her? The last text message that he received was at 12:59 a.m. It read OMW, meaning on my way. But Zion didn't make it home. Calls to her phone went straight to voicemail. Messages sent throughout the night were not being received. Finally, at 8:53 a.m., he wrote to her, "Are you alive?" Followed by, "This is the worst thing ever." Adding to the distress over Zion's absence was the response.
What do you say, Chicken?
How did it escalate from that to that quick? Like,
oh yes,
like from the text message. Why would you go from "Are you alive"? Like, why would you jump straight?
I
because
text people that
usually
too,
respond quick.
If I don't hear from them for a while, I'll definitely text, "Are you alive?"
Yeah, she usually responds quick. So
you got a few little texts from me. You might have got one this weekend.
Sierra received from her cousin, Jalen Brazier. Despite what her daughter had told her, Jalen responded that he had not been with Zion the night before. He asked Sierra exactly how often had Zion claimed that she was spending time with him. Once or twice a month, she said. He messaged her back in frustration. Zion's lies about him were sneaky as hell and not safe, he said. But why lie about spending time at his house? He suggested that she was likely spending time with someone who lived near to him. Zion shared location tracking on her phone with boyfriend Vertez. This tracking had placed her just across the street from Jalen's home at 11:24 p.m. the night before.
Okay, let me go ahead and skip a little
admittedly,
bit. Right
it was
here.
Zion's mother and her boyfriend that seemed fixated on the idea that she had been with him that night. He had offered to show his ring camera footage to Sierra as well. When she took a look at it, the mother thought that there were gaps in entries for footage for the night of January 4th, which had obviously been deleted.
Never here, but her location did say she was here. And the house across the street. Also, but she was never here. I don't know. But anyway, I got cameras to show that she was never here.
East Point police found nothing suspicious in the search of the house. There were no indications in there. They listened while Jalen explained his frustrations over being pulled into the drama caused by his 17-year-old cousin, with whom he rarely spends any time.
The times where I left is when I took her to work and we came back, went to get gas. Just basically showing this girl was never in my house. So, and she's known to be a runaway. Like she's ran like 4 times, and every time she got some dude's house.
Okay, remember the way he's talking, right? Remember that?
Yeah.
The way he's talking like, she was never in my house. Remember that?
About those things, her mom's just playing it a certain way and it's making me so fucking uncomfortable.
She's known to be a runaway?
Yes, I would assume you guys would know that. Not saying like you're not doing your job, I'm just assuming she would tell you the damage.
Appreciate it. Alright guys, you enjoy the rest of your night.
Jalen may have been fooling the East Point police at this stage, but not Sierra Milton. She did indeed watch to see who her daughter left with from the house, and she often greeted Jalen herself in the drive when he came by to collect her. She knew he was lying.
He told me he hadn't seen or been in contact with her for 3 years, which is impossible when you were in my driveway and gave me a hug.
Ever go about your day and suddenly you hit that montage?
Get out of here.
Perhaps the easiest way to verify if Zion had been across the street from her cousin's house, as her location data suggested, was to check the neighbor's doorbell cameras.
Here we go. Now they get
At about 11:15 p.m. on January 4th, a white sedan, the car known to be driven by Jalen Brazier, was captured pulling into his drive. Emerging from the vehicle were 2 individuals, clearly seen walking into the house, 1 male and 1 female. Jalen had driven Katrina to work at just before 11 p.m. that night. She was on the midnight shift at a manufacturing job. The shift spanned from 11 p.m. to 6 a.m. The second individual who entered the house at 11:15 could not have been Katrina. Phone location data would later confirm the 2 individuals captured entering the home, Jalen Brazier and Zion Foster. The camera did not show Zion leaving.
Damn.
At 1:41 a.m., the same camera from across the street captured Jalen pulling his car out of the drive and then backing it in. The trunk then faced the backyard. After a few minutes, the car drove off. It returned to the house less than 10 minutes later. Search warrants were obtained for the house and the car. Inside the house, the search was fruitless. The contents of the car were carefully itemized and examined, but there was no clear evidence indicating what had happened to Zion. That is, until law enforcement brought in the cadaver dogs. The dogs.
No DNA, no nothing. What the fuck?
23-year-old, accompanied by a friend who was a lawyer, voluntarily sat down with detectives. It was clear that he had lied about being with Zion on the night that she disappeared. Jalen came forward to offer what he claimed was a truthful version of events from that night. He had picked up Zion from her home and brought her back to his place.
Okay, let me go
He
ahead
put
and
his
skip
2
it a little
children,
bit, right?
boys aged 1 and 2 years old, to bed, then joined Zion downstairs in...
Right.
He said that my baby just died. And then that he threw her in a dumpster. Like she was trash.
When Jalen sat down for a follow-up interview the next day, January 20th, inconsistencies began to emerge in his story. He claimed that the two had taken acid that night. It was her response to the psychedelics that must have caused her heart to stop. Of course, this explanation was about as likely as his previous assertion that the marijuana had caused her death. The detective...
Remember, I told y'all, remember the way he was talking? Oh, that wasn't me, right? Remember the way he was talking. Now look at him right here.
You did say that, Cammy. You did.
Jalen pled his case to the judge at his sentencing.
One, I did turn myself in. Yes, I lied, but I was not in the right state of mind. There was no way for me to prepare for a situation like that. I was scared. I don't know exactly how she passed, what caused her to pass. I just know 1 minute she was cool, she was fine, she laid back for a minute. Next thing I know, she was dead. I don't know what caused it. I did not cause it or anything like that. I reacted stupidly off of fear and panic like I've never felt before in my life. Literally.
And
you think she dies, and then you just
remember the way he's talking again, right here.
Yeah.
He's too
still
matter-of-factly. He's clearly lying.
Yes, remember that.
goes to the body.
And at first, he said he didn't know anything. Don't know the girl's not here, right?
Now they was on acid and all this other shit.
He said,
but
then
now,
he said she died off weed.
Yeah,
Now
listen
she's
to him
saying
again,
they
right
died off
again.
acid.
Yeah, the way he said
Bitch,
he
I
was
done
lying.
did both ammo ain't never died.
Just like that. That was your choice.
Did not know what to do. I sat for at least 10 minutes sitting there. Like, what do I do? Who do I call? My kids are upstairs. We just got into this place after struggling for like 2 years to get it, and everything is falling down.
It's not about that.
We don't have any conversation in this book.
And I wish I could take it back. I would have called the ambulance, called her mom, because her mom's so sweet. Her mom is so sweet. And I just knew. I wish I could take it back. Nobody been in the situation. At the very least, they'd be able to be like, okay, this happened, confirm this. And everybody has some sort of peace right now. You know? But
lies. But let me go ahead and skip
his search history.
Sounds good, buddy.
What if you could upload one mini AI-written ebook onto Amazon that could replace your
history had been held in cloud storage. On January 7th, 3 days after dumping his cousin's body in a dumpster, Jalen performed a handful of Google searches. Are garbage trucks also compactors? What is the force of a garbage truck compactor? How do police get your phone history? And how do you know if police are watching you? In addition to these incriminating searches, investigators found that in the months before the incident, Jalen had performed a number of disturbingly suggestive searches for pornographic content containing the words cousin and step-cousin. Experts were able to retrieve the video results of these searches, some of which were reportedly very violent, as well as graphic in nature.
Insane.
As the case approached trial, a preliminary hearing offered more insight into the additional evidence that had emerged since Jalen's release. This hearing also may have offered Jalen's defense team a new theory. At the hearing, Vertez Gonzalez testified that he believed his girlfriend was taking regular medication for epilepsy. He told the court that Zion told him that she had seizures and that without her medication, they became more frequent and severe.
I don't want to make it too long.
In one instance, Vertez lost with her. But the teenager's previous cell phone was safe at home. Sierra Milton handed this device over to police. On it, they found months of correspondence between her and her favorite cousin. The messages he sent ranged from subtle and unsettling to deeply inappropriate. At times, the messages were sexually explicit. Over 4,000 distinct texts were retrieved from Zion's old device. In them, Jalen routinely invited her over to his home while his girlfriend was away. He offered to put her up in his basement if she ran away from home. He also advised her on how she might evade police if she ran away once more. Wayne County Assistant Prosecutor Ryan Elsey described the texts as pervasive, at times complimentary of her intelligence and looks, at other times probing in an immature way. For example, he suggested to her that other people thought that they were a couple. He said Katrina, the mother of his children, was jealous of her. Isn't that crazy? Did that make sense to her? He then bragged to Zion about how easily he could get with women. At one point, he called himself a god. Prosecutor Elsey concluded by telling the jury that the 23-year-old had been grooming his younger cousin for years, that he fantasized about her, and that on January 4th, he must have acted on his impulses. This was the twisted motive that led to her death.
Okay, here's the last
Jurors.
He brought her to his house late at night on January 4th of 2022, behind the back of his pregnant girlfriend, who was at work at the time. He brought Zion over to his house late that night, and she leaves that house in the trunk of his car on a night where he has an unexplained gash on his collarbone. What do you think happened inside that house that night? She died of COVID? She died of a seizure? There's a claim that he did all this. He did what...
Yeah, what do you say, chicken?
What was her cause of death?
You're gonna hear it afterwards, but the cause of her death was he pretty much assaulted her, and then she wasn't approve of it, and then he ended up killing her.
How though? Like,
yeah.
How did he kill her? Like, what was the cause of death?
Them people from Michigan, some real nasty ass freaks. Everybody I done met from Michigan, some nasty old freak.
Till these days, they didn't find they still don't find the body. Let's play the video. That's the last part.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
What he did because he was afraid of getting caught for marijuana, afraid of getting busted for pot. You can use your common sense. If you go to a marijuana dispensary, there's not going to be a team of ATF agents waiting to bust you and take you to federal prison for that. It's about the equivalent of a parking ticket. You ever heard of somebody getting rid of a body to avoid a parking ticket?
Vertaz himself said Zion told him specifically she had a history of seizures. The question was asked, were you concerned when you saw this? No, I was not concerned because I knew of a history of seizures she told me about and that she was on medication for it. And his understanding is that if she did not take the medication, the seizures would be that much worse.
Sierra Milton and the rest of Zion's family waited as the jury went into deliberations.
Where her mom at?
Just so many inconsistencies that, again, hopefully, the end point of this is that they will see those inconsistencies, see through the lies, and see the truth. That he murdered my daughter, and he disposed of her with absolute disregard for her life.
The jury returned in only 30 minutes.
As to count one, how do you find it? As to count two, how do you find it?
Guilty.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, please raise your right hand.
Guilty. That's right.
Jalen Brazier maintained his innocence of the murder at his sentencing hearing.
I know that the picture's already painted, of course, and once we get to have it in our head, it is what it is, truly. But Zion was not in any way violent. That wasn't hurt at all. I said that I never wanted to apologize, but I never tried to apologize. That's not true. What I said is I know that my apologies were nothing.
Think you done already been sent this hoe. Get this hoe out my courtroom.
decision on the length of term that Jalen would serve. Judge Donald Knapp outlined the convict's failure to
You feel me, bruh? Nobody
wanna
want to
hear
hear
none
what
of
you
that
gotta
shit.
say, man. Get out of here. You've been lying the whole time, bruh. You lied the whole time. You killed a young lady.
Them people from Michigan, something in that water. They ain't cleaned that water out yet. Them people from Michigan into some freaky ass shit.
I heard. But yeah, he ended up killing her, and yeah, they sent him for 20-some years.
He got 20-something years?
That's it?
Yeah, about 30 to life.
Okay.
30 life. Yeah.
And where was? Oh, this was Michigan. I was about to say.
He
where
don't
was
never
this
need to get out. He need to get fucking life. What the fuck?
Yeah, they never found her.
He took the life.
Never found her till these days.
You groomed your cousin. You
Yeah.
sneaking your cousin in while your baby mama at work.
Pregnant. She was pregnant.
Who was pregnant?
The baby mama.
Oh.
Oh, okay. She was
The baby
going
mama was
away.
pregnant. He snicker and yeah, all types.
He
Yeah,
had the car late night, was dropping her off to work and just fucking doing extra
This
shit.
is why you can't trust a motherfucker from Michigan.
At all. At the fuck off.
Oh man, that is insane, man. That is insane, bro. All you had to do is stop messing around with your cousin.
Straight up.
Or not even start. How about like not even?
There we go. There we go. Cause I you nailed it.
Focus on your kid and your newborn baby that's on the way. Like, what the fuck?
And
the
we
girl
doing
was
acid.
only
The girl
16
had
years
seizures.
old.
I wouldn't do nearly heavy narcotic, a scheduled narcotic with a bitch that got seizures.
Man,
no, never. Especially if you already know that they do. Like, what the fuck?
He was not remorseful at all because even if I got found guilty and I did the shit, I just have to stand in it. This is the last time I'll be able to address the public. Let me clear my conscience. Justice was served. I am sorry.
Yes, and leave.
You still denying the motherfucking shit after everybody done seen the text messages.
You feel me? But man. But anyways, that's it for today. Today was long. We haven't been long, stayed long, do long stream for a long time. It's been like almost an hour. But anyways, we appreciate everybody for watching. Thanks for tuning in every Tuesday, Wednesday, 8 p.m. Man, we live.
Hello, tune in tomorrow, motherfuckers.
We upload a video every day on YouTube. Check us out.